Bedita Pharmacy se see ya me no ekasa de omo se bia ne wo je so nkomo no from Farbod ne houses no ntimi ma wonyina so a e pa twa yemfa nko old abrepon mo na afei or former Odate house 0206 96869 now so and a pella natural mineral water baby I Oyerepa ko bia no se no na wakasi ye ne fan club yi ye nyinam star baby omo ye nyina no ye bo no gwagwagwa ye super enu nti dwade bia wudie no make sure say wonya pella nsuo ni bi e wase e mo de test na de 020 488 7011 Okromo Mackerel Araspa Enterprise and Ediaba anunso na de enu nti wonya mpese bi wonya nwamo bi na uti de go so ti mu say yes masa e tasty 0244 781-955. Omina da Roma and a 5 years anniversary. Oyerepa you go so kakran boss player Atrasianesa. Kobia de Bakwaba. Aye, oh yes,
Stacking Academy.
More fire.
Mfa banko school bi akeke. School bu ahu ba senkoda ni team grana raho. Yes, ye de American ye de Ghana han qualified and experienced teachers.
Yes.
Your ultra modern facilities. Conducive environment. We see school teams say yes. Akoda in the dachi assured. Your classroom say safe and secure with CCTV. Bia students no you build them career and chema de keke. You chemo said the abrabosity. Said the abetin your mass. Early you go so a school for 0245 15 05 42 na 0596 672772 0596 672772 yeguso je nkoda no Creating Academy wa prabo tino mteza wo ka elites
yes
elite
yes
sana te okowa you are sure so be travel so no
expert yes
Bibi fine babo
krobia say papa man ba couldn't birthday workers no bochaba
okay
I say fan Atakra Abraham aka Jobless
and then they no ko ball awatan the way they were mo ball ni bi Atakra mo bi
when na eyisu moto no
we minim no
Jobless
ni Atakra Abraham
ni dey
Jobless
okay
your boy you na o can board defense no
the money more from
Anthony na okay
the money more from
Anthony
na kwajan kuma team na mu nenye
but changes no boss
the coach is hereby fired
yes and you say
kwajan kuma next yes
on radio and TV
and next time yeah bobo la me jino so team players na dey on ball no so no emu trepe and e be fa omo maka nyina dey aside from the team omo go pay team
Ricky na hoy
obo bodi an na asema ba de yi omo di am na ka 3
because we come
na ka obi a host and win ya draw ma semi final and aba first match na you afim
Oyerepa papa etwa Ghana yan careful adeful
masa enema Henry
serious
Danny Philip James
yeah
any omo cameraman na say omo boy you your friend say ade dey say replay replay
I'm number bi no be from why put the try
come
to me call him come
omo encha Ghana league ni
replay rati omo encha Ghana uchi o park no so bia ye hu we short bi Oyerepa ni bia bo we bo better encha ma jo cry na me di mafo de na ye hia non score no eno am ko se board draw yo mo encha no mate anyway bafo enye land ni enko
that am chia o adwuma so de adwuma no
kakra
oh 5th anniversary no akoye papa
nyame ya aduma de aka ne do
na no so yeso ye nante
ye humo
ye nante ye
bia mo nante godu ye
ni mi nante papa
bia edu bia na mbetena nte ye humo
awon for ya de players na fire woman so no ya fire woman
team na ka 3 the whole only 3 players will remain then coach he was fired immediately after the game and only the team no aka 3
Results ni nyina ka ho.
Dem Kofi de ada asebeka no.
Na me patch on ye abre na ro pay.
Dem wo be kam.
Aha, okay. Oh, boy. No kasa fufuro.
Dem wo be kam, wo be kam.
Ah, definitely.
Because three na ka no ka ho, chapter 2.
Welcome. Zaki to so be kam.
Who's that? That's it. Who's the one thing
That's
that?
I am not so eh.
Ebe you me anya 5 omo be kam ya. Yeah, 5.
Kwa do whatever. You put whatever. On test and does.
Dabi.
Whatever.
But eh abrepo side ho ba bi.
Onim place.
Otra eyi akojo te Sofia o.
Abramovich.
Onim place.
Abramovich ni coach deep with ni you di fefefe. Oni be Chelsea be ball bi wo to Italy. Any share Chelsea 3-0. Satan wa Champions League awie. We are no more statement in the buy. Who's our Di Martino free to Italian? You know what? Italy with the Maland, the Baland, they have a pedal. Coach, you know, never be an Ubia, not Saturday, no what time baby Ubia. How can you do this to us?
Yes, I don't do it.
Dusan Vlahovic, statistics, numbers, in Chantro, 21 fouls suffered. Strike to Chamis, I know you may free microphone.
Chama. The Manya report the Biabo group to Mensia. Teacher do now.
The teacher do it.
Okay, also quite my NCC for no.
The Okoye na empon no edin ko.
There be say on the way small for.
Mister.
Yeah, tama ya suma no say suma wa say wa suma me na makaya de ama wo. Me koye wo dim.
Teacher do na koye mfadam nyam.
But okoye my NCC for no. Omu dim no koye.
Report watch as a teacher do na koye report.
Not in his personal capacity as teacher do. Okoye on behalf of the NCC. NCC Jamaica dano. Come on, Pato say is any pepe.
Me. So na woka. Because so many NCC ebe because.
Tama, I didn't make you.
If some people.
I am Meki.
Say NCC phobia.
In fact, it's Mekia.
Maybe say supporters of the club. I say omo as a national chairman. Any NCC more problem, you call them to find out why. You don't report them to mention. Then what kind of leadership are you providing?
Tama, I'm saying I'm a people say shot I did not have but sanity.
Me shot the atari. Me atari anyande. Me atari bi am ni ko show bi.
Oh, say no, every hour man
NCC na o ma asem na say. Because you are the national chairman. If you are the national chairman, I say members of the circle, and now especially King 5 or a former national chairman, you call him
patron.
So you call him to find out. You don't ask him to report to Mensia. Tell him the okay, be an entesa. But the teacher do not the on there, you be forgiven because be a. But if the national becoming himself, say national leaders. Omu take it, they meet, so everybody is part of it. Everybody, if the NCC, because the mania doesn't take sole decisions on an opinion for the betnasi and decide to move. Other than that, me much time akra oye. Na se wo supporters ni bi. Some are patrons, former chairman, I don't know some ye bibi. Ne kwanya unim ni mensia dia. And me who tell my corona would you know. Nti I don't want to believe. Nti dia to aso ne. Nti pass am go share them nya. You will not do that.
Nti tama misia kamenya ne sen.
Oh, said the omo trouble and the omo say.
Me who how we can absorb
acting Ashanti Regional Circle Chairman. That is what is in front of me.
Yeah, but me I further works on it.
Mr. Otuo Acheampong.
I teacher do.
He has supported Safu Jemfi and K5 to tune for Anko Biahene.
Yes.
For cursing referees. Okay. Tinamika say if say national chairman there ono die na also team unless if you also are from no makasa you have to listen to them. Sane we chairman idi asem we panyina. Ti so due mate mante. Ase nyanza asemba wo free busa.
Busem.
Na
ba to me muso asenga krawada ro
me dey say wo busa yenko na wo busa asem enye
because
me nya chairman.
Na kan be say me busa say teacher do no obetimi akọ all the way to Mensia, the seat of the club. Abla de omo ni mpeni fo amane omo no ni so say acting chairman.
Difference wo mu
Omo na this is society chairman.
To do their bidding. To asema Ankobia Hina onko menhia. Yenhwe ni ye. Ankobia Hina is a board member. Sebi. Me hwe omo constitute board ni nyina na eba nsem we a me gidi se obe won tiase because he is Ankobia Hina. Ti sa na manya o say careful. Say or report to my Ankobia because we are commensia. O ko report to asema menhia sebi minim de. Minim sa Ankobia Hina akwa. But oye board member or representing menhia nti. Ne bia we kra mo kan ya je me bia akobo na mane so na na asem bia ekoso na mo mai na
say we be share atade
o me nse na atade o manza na nanu masem no kan
you na de bia be say we refining no but na akoso no edi eyi kese pa na asi wo team supporters ni mu me ne wo kase supporters ni be bu ofu pa o ama bi dum kra threaten say K5 mu nom ko dan dua no mo mu so mu dua eyi
ba for yen ko enim na yen so adaruma yen ko there more issues
when we question Antoine case on referee start on Rasmus Sonogbe as Kotoko supporters claim 2 penalties tama and also there was also supporters they say penalty meaning the by referee na anye tina ko asema ko fu bi say hey na diabono Sonogbe we lost because we missed 7 players Zelbo no Tama say no need 7 players with team nimu. Enti say na asa na be ba na just say lose no be lose. So we need supporters, not fans. I am disappointed in House of Folk fans. Slavko Matic hit hard on Herman and his team. Tama Tama Matic are taking on the supporters now, taking them to the cleaners. O say omo dey say omo say ye because ye supporters support team party there be omo pe politician kwa no mo ye team nim ana mo so so mo ye fans so mo ye den yo say mo ye dey say omo 30 na cha omo nye omo dey politician kwa omo team nim omo pese team nu egu omo pese team nu lose no mo nya kwan na fe omo nya kwan omo ye de omo be ye o say enya no no hwe mo ba mo make 30 na chi as supporters
okay
until ono so dey Slavko Matic
bavo that's it. And that's it. Kofi Fashion so near start here. Yes, that na say name positions sign. Some in Gaza Arsenal be league that. So I steady me. Nti do be I must say.
Auntie, where is the match in Tina Wokan's analysis?
Where is the match be? Arsenal bobo. Arsenal near batting, but Arsenal lost to Everton. Everton won City. Arsenal played Brentford, they drew. So it's not City. Arsenal beat Manchester United. Lost to Everton and drew with Brentford. So in the Premier League, it's not about match with you. What I say?
19 opposition mean to us.
My position.
Where is the match?
Unless I was a exam question, I better answer. I have been very consistent from day one. So you don't win Premier League in February or in January, no matter the number of points you have. Premier League, you know, Everton a special. Leeds no bubble draw.
But who share Man City also special?
And who share Man City? You have about 18, 19 matches to play. It be a banana peel. That is what happens in the Premier League. Enti, mona mo say ya sheda no. Kakra mo say yen sheda. Again, I dey back so intimi nyai kan. The number of times that VAR no. Catch Arsenal say sorry. Ya doso. Ya doso. Team back could be obobo we have say VAR net yourself a chain. Ya doso. It can't happen to one team. Them can't say. Now you meet am point o points am. Ya kwa enye VAR ya ni wuse nipa kese mienu. Either offside. Then again, Martinelli segu ade chien be kan ha. Omzo VAS, HVAS Arsenal for a patcho. There be an umbuko to Jema Arsenal. Na Arsenal lose points. Kofi Miteo.
Oh, Obisi Mfa in Chiama.
Why?
Nana Ajua. I say I'm watching you. Greet your boss for me. I really love him so much.
I refuse to take that.
Nana he really loves your
Go with you, Mempe. What then? Meaning Nana. Nana Job, yeah, I offer Nana Joy.
one Saturday morning and
ade obeka sama wadam fo no na de na unya number
oh tawafa
go bi am kwai all right let's
abere what you
say minim na de ma dia
ai never bother
She cannot laugh.
oh no laugh the word laugh no. The word laugh no e use no kwan bebre so e use kwan bebre so
na who problem of one assassin so we don't be
Right after the weekend games in our course, weekend games in our course Premier League, you know, and the referee chief, our friend said, Howard Webb, the statement about all the officiating officials into what you can describe as a crunch meeting, serious referees for Nina, say Omombrana, Omunino Montrasna, Omon Descase. Report in each room said during the meeting, you know, Omobeto Mbwasi videos of errors in the Premier League.
I don't want to
Errors of
errors back on
yes. It's quite unfortunate, but you better touch Wakakra. Legend. Errors upon errors are course with Premier League Nima. Omujidi Samu League in the best Premier League and as the best league in world football. But then errors no too many in the Premier League. And Howard Webb after officiating officials and especially VAR for nina so many kwa transfer how best that
Chris Foy
on bet me
Chris Foy on no Sadan
yeah
I've been turning this and no aquano Chris Foy no Brighton go no say
Brighton go now
I kept asking how can this go be offside
no you cannot disallow that goal ultimate disallow et legend omo kwa transfer na omahwese bia officiating no airco in the Premier League see Arsenal situation na kakra one thing is that we don't expect Arsenal say obebo style of football no that level of play na Arsenal dia man we don't expect someone to be kwa wi pacha legend at you it's a long season. Ti bedru baby no obe drop kakra. It's a football season. Emu wapa. But it becomes so worrying say even in difficult moments Arsenal break kakra no or try so betimi make it sure so betimi savage any situation and as a Premier League no bon win points. So two decisions na akwatia Arsenal. A Premier League for ne day apology abano. Legends so come Arsenal elusu about 5 points. Bajata as you against Brentford sad decision na course no omoma offside goal ni ejina no Arsenal lose 2 points game a course between Arsenal and Manchester United the first leg a course Old Trafford whoever understand football ebe catch or say first goal in a football match very key between Arsenal and Manchester United that day. Gabriel Martinelli scored the first goal, momentum on Arsenal side. Arsenal never be control game no. Arsenal never be detect the pace of the game. Referee say Derby it was a foul into a ruling Saguno out. Eventually it changed the dynamics of the game. Manchester United again confident they came in strongly, they won the game. Arsenal loses our game no. And we are talking about apology here. We are talking about officiating officials. I admit to say indeed we were wrong in those calls na again. But legend, the point is that say apology ni ba and say points na Arsenal Football Club lose no. Arsenal lose 5 points because obi beka say oh na say Manchester United share yes Arsenal kwa draw. But eno na mechu obi adwensi so say football say yebo na so obi share first goal a na the confidence level na ekosro. So if that goal has stood, Arsenal would have gone all out to win that particular game. And sad decisions now cost in the Premier League. Yeah, can legend. Omofa Arsenal lines and omofa to a game the lines na maso the betua. Sasa me maka ayana me kase. When the toss our line, legend one and two. But we crowd the with me kasu. This is. So we do it me kasu.
Only two.
One behind is it Ben White. One behind
only I got only a man assistant.
You're on the man assistant.
On the offside.
One and offside. Then this is the Vitoni Zuye. It is all first out 2 players in on side line or Matono from VAR room. Clearly you could see said they are in offside position. referee for so man center referee
one to form there no.
But it's so difficult to understand. It's a idea el coso enye Arsenal nko. But Legends also Premier League now. You see a lot of errors on the part of officiating officials. And it's something me are happy with Howard Webb in decision say. Yenyi na yembra yenyi videos of errors el coso. Ni entrance a bit me asesa normal in the Premier League. But the point is that certain teams no ma suffer sa no man nyina Legend omo regain omo points in the back. But Legend Arsenal team no na. Make Arteta ayana bibia kasim bi say Premier League no boko no ni yesterday. O boko no ni yesterday. And that's the more reason why in January no person hear a lot of signings or picky signings because when him say season ewa kakra ye hu no enie teams are mobile against Arsenal in recent games their last 2-3 games na Arsenal bono legend omoba focus with 2 players so within Arsenal setup no one Thomas Partey 2 Brandt Francis Martin Odegaard. It started with Everton's game legends or Everton game ni pa e come first omu Gina Martin Odegaard and Thomas Partey. So why? Because omu say Arsenal team no players no mo open up game almost spread the game ne dem omu team no in terms of side passes in a bit me result into goal scoring opportunities no one from Thomas Partey as a deep line playmaker then one from Brandt Francis Martin Odegaard as a playmaker just behind the strikers. And the position of Partey was original so no personal. The position of Martin Odegaard. So here, baby, I make a tete no. So bet me you would have to find a different way of playing. Anytime our opponent and baby jina Partey and a Brandt Francis Martin Odegaard so. But once again, Ian Kwalene say you over for 8 my friends at Arsenal. Arsenal against Manchester City. They Emirates.
Wednesday.
Emirates. Etihad. And more than
No, City everywhere is a different game. And venue. City everywhere is the same thing.
Yes. More than kakra bet.
We say Emirates a bit change the
I would say this season somebody can cancel a form Emirates.
But na Emirates na bent for board Roy.
I better no ye can one seven no me Kutia Arsenal patch as you.
Emirates na Newcastle board draw.
Yes, Emirates na Newcastle board draw. That was a very difficult game and shares our game now team say na tempo no was ropa. But aside that na Arsenal winning all games Emirates. And Emirates dey anka bibia betimi. But even with this no, nyame adon Wednesday you better
I'm the game near Emirates too.
I'm here Emirates good. Intelligent. Mon come to me as and you who be sa. Susuma yem show.
Any day.
Manchester United legend. They left it very late, but it was a good game for Manchester United. Over friends Eric Ten Hag, no man kakran crown Manchester United and it's high time I was here me Nico sa coach no ho. So she game now, we changes via. Ubedwin ho I want to say. Manchester United are bobo. They are struggling to create openings because Manchester United with Christian Eriksen, with Bruno Fernandes, they have 2 playmakers. To create chances at the Manchester United. Today, Christian Eriksen is a part of the team. A new player from Bayern Munich and Denaba. Oh, what's on? Sabesa, we know he is a good player. But we need the assets or the attributes of a branch of friends Christian Eriksen. It is what Manchester United here. Or more chances creation and so think a crank with the absence of a Christian Eriksen. And to Omobo against Manchester United, they will try to cripple a branch of friends Bruno Fernandes and reduce the chances, the services a bit me aquadiama Manchester United forwards. United started with Omo lineup on a legend. Now where goes any lead attack no. Where goes Boya and Fa. Coach number be changes be. When you where goes na free. O movie Marcus Rashford to center forward row. And or train where goes on the ball behind Marcus Rashford. Say or height or physique. Or any players and battle in that particular area. Now on create chances and for Marcus Rashford. And we where goes every number 9. Acquire Manchester United effort so create chances the last 10 minutes. And let me say this. And now you can say, "Minya sure so be you forward be or form chairman Marcus Rashford forward."
Forward no different from striker na.
Bia be fire le Haaland ya but legend. Form Ekita Marcus Rashford no. You have to respect form Ekita Marcus Rashford.
Okay.
Ohwe game na obebusa say e kwan be so na Manchester United be fa so mbehye goal. But in the positioning, the awareness, and the anticipation, and today, how prolific Marcus Rashford is. He has been very decisive and he has been very consistent this particular season. And you talk about Garnacho's goal, but the changes of Erik ten Hag, and the first goal now Marcus Rashford SNO, and the open up the game for team and friends at Manchester United.
Okay.
And then also Omane Leeds Ebo midweek, you know, Omoba Old Trafford and Ombebo 2-2. Enti Celis eba Old Trafford no bobo 2-2 that's what the oba ni home once ideal in the confidence be kosro but Manchester United managed the game very well and Omunya had 2 goals so legend it was a good game for team and friends Manchester United name so the you take a can bona game am Kamadin why ne express in the first game no boy no mam Kamadin no legend. And nothing as a bar a Chris Hutton, some better boss a Kasaka crano, ya chese in terms of materials, dear, or man, your kakra, your talented players are legend born, dear, or winning ball. Left with a coach or bits me a blend on me, so I'm except of the videos and then born or boy now. Then you're in a kakra.
What the game again?
Who said before some of best signing and because in Bufia say, why a player that should fit into the Premier League because all pace or skill. Nemum aka dia ba kopɛ ne improve that Southampton for no budget ne so saa kopem say wie game no but wie game no dey no mu huru team no because ne take-ons ne creativity ne penetration saa no man na we ye ne nyina in the game ne wie legend results on that so no they lost 2-1 enti so o share video no on the screen now you see say ya indicator Abrante Fence Kamadin now show the movement and the runs of Kamadin legend he was very impressive in that particular game, no boy, you know. We are only hoping so beat me at twice. I was very happy. In a born or boy, and I was very, very, very happy. I know a friend, man. I think that's time I'm not doing so bo. Na no more I think a crano, but legend. It's a share ideal, share set up in any Bibiana. The team will bounce back. Juventus will bounce back. I've been very patient with this team. But I know I'm share 4 line. Now share Vlahovic. Now heard Di Maria. Now so share Chiesa. Now share the form of Emmanuel Lucatelli of late. But you always ask yourself this question, say, I didn't know Mass Allegri. Juventus are J. Arena, be Jabo, Diama Frontina, so on Bobono. When it is says Juventus decided so a person or book game now, or in a book game. But so when you want to go, he decides to go back and allow the opponent to attack. It makes it so difficult for Juventus. Okay. But it was a good win for Juve legend.
Good win. Equalizer and who am Bassem, but I was in the offside.
It was
Frontina.
It was offside. Okay.
So
now let's not forget, before Frontina for go in the baby bed this allowed. Now Vlahovic Ashe second goal and also Vanya. Minutes already.
Maybe Captain.
Yeah,
and now baby few straight.
Yes, and a major few more. Honestly, should I go or yeah?
If you are incorrigible,
that's why I mean.
Okay, Jibo, young boy.
No, exercise be.
Okay.
Nicholas Mensah, Luis Mensah issue now. We heard funding, we heard your friend decision. I don't see that 2000 or you find out.
Okay.
By it, producers on the event now.
There is also a decision into
it's before me now.
Okay. So then you cross check from them when you exercise
no.
So find out from them crimes and your back.
One producer.
Or in the womb.
On also said yes, decision 2000 you find Diana. But
okay, okay. You want back to there be a woman the eye, okay, you I'm maybe go ahead it here. But it's very important.
Morning, sir. Yearly games no kakra. Say a weekend about another controversy and happened with Emirates Arsenal game on Brentford a boy. Kakra so si was Syria no mo. Say after Juve ne Fiorentina game no. A man for sure reason reason why the Fiorentina goal should have stood instead of offside na ref no ekwohwe VAR or the maye no. Barcelona so actually their own story in the Spanish La Liga, and one story I'm a Barcelona fan. Na what go through hardship recently. The ACC anymore when it has so say in the future Nyoma can change for club reference Barcelona. Real Madrid could win the World Club Championship, and how they won the World Club Championship. No matter how a competition is here, almost celebration, no matter cutting a shot to concentrate on the La Liga again and the Champions League because of baby Barcelona, the La Liga no Econo. And a weekend and actions in the doors on the African continent, so there were CAF Champions League and Confederation Cup games, and watching some teams play and the standard of play no. A lot of question marks about our league and the standard that we are in now. But them say the most interesting story this year Conakry. Horoya Simba 1-0. Before the game, and a Horoya from penny for promising one more players and say. So Mutimisha Simba, every single player, member of their team, entitled to $5,000. Only entitled to $5,000. So what for Champions League from the knockout stage ever pim the group stage, make the prelims ever pim the group stage. One of the best sides when it comes to away games, Simba. August Nuka, even though he's out for 3 weeks, I went to me ambo game nibi. Eti Osha how amount for the African Champions League ni Confederation Cup ne kona. Before said we need time to discuss how Ghana we have to be there again because we are competitioner so nanka Ghana keke group stage we are. But for the past 6-7 years, 8, 9 to even 10 years, your concentration in the Ghana League. After the Ghana League, what next? Your clubs no community me perform. Inti whilst you can say a league, you know, attendance above from this annual manual mano. There attendance above from attendance and above for more. Clubs, Ebeji League, Ebibeji FA Cup, Ombe representing Ghana, FA Cup and the Champions League. And then you bet me Mitutu, your clubs, you bet me in the competition. And how to even motivate players. Ebini de huro ya no. Promising every single player $5,000 and they put in one of the best performances this week. In the side be who in the Champions League put you up. Simba 1-0. Imoro esune Abagna Ebodema El Hilal omoko South Africa against Sundowns. Sundowns show 1-0. Watching Imoro also sending message say ebia quality of players ensan we league nim. Ebi so mo no so bebre. Me sure week no Champions League games on my boy top 5 performers in the Champions League. I'll put Imuro there. I think Florent Ibenge build a strong El Hilal sider. Say almost in your time. Only say most of the players now are new to the team. It's they need time. No matter what I say. But this season they can make a case in the Champions League, at least qualifying from the group stage. Mamira the English Premier League. Nah. Before I remember Arsenal game, I mean Kasaka come from Manchester United and Leeds United game. No, the Biana me share importance of players. Players are mobile teams, or mobile positions, or mobile any the mobile teams. Obi or share Manchester United and Leeds game. No, so one way game we have a guys Rashford na yard. By the few minutes Lisandro Martinez spent on the pitch, he changed the game for Manchester United. And you had to find centre back. I am not the so many centre backs. Obesa acting like a playmaker. Lisandro Martinez a centre back. But Oba game no. What Manchester United team no more lacking in the first half from their midfield, Sabisa and Fred, game control, ball distribution, direction of play. I no want to be from Manchester United no. Time Lisandro Martinez Bemo as a centre back no. He gave that thing to Manchester United. And when a Manchester status or mobile game no movie. Maka Lisandro Martinez asemwa and the very day I know be English Premier League. And I am ya say Ebia he might not win the Premier League this season with Manchester United. Now me who Arsenal chances of moving ahead of Manchester United on the Premiership log more than Manchester there. And nothing I can say Arsenal should spend every penny I ask for demanding. Arsenal ya there will league ni mo. Positional Lisandro Martinez ebono. Gabriel Magalhaes nebo. But so do mummy no toa. The Lisandro Martinez our for Manchester team no. Gabriel ntimi fama omo. He's a complete centre back. Few ball playing centre backs sir. Omo the aggression aka omo game no ho. Onim the art of defending. Oye no to nchen a. Sebastian si defender enche kwan ya fa so bobo a o say ni ball ne bo. And they omo doubt to the qualities of Lisandro Martinez. I'm sure say obi a when your opportunity to watch him at Manchester United, you will not use his height. Unko used to say you sit here, so ye tietia, untimi jampo, and the ball no, untimbo Premier League, and a striker is better me a bully. We are yet to find a striker who bullying in the Premier League. This is a complete centre back. And reason why our coaches on person centre backs ebobo frechri and also almost start on build up frechri no. You will always need a type of Lisandro Martinez. Semesha Manchester team ni dia nzoto. Bijitumi say a work in progress. They are not yet there. Manchester target should be the top 4. To be in the top 4. But not to chase for the Premier League title. A nyoma bebre and a Ten Hag a day bet minimum. So share last week game on boy against Leeds United. And in 3-4 days time sababo against Leeds United. You could clearly see a steady Leeds team in the kakra. But what he was missing and no bit say Casemiro. The importance of Casemiro to the Manchester United team. Onon kwane Manchester United midfielder otimi sense danger. Owu se boy ebe se manko ne manko yibo na mfiri ho. Boy ebe se manko ne manko distractive player na e dey assemble Manchester United. Fred any that type of a player. It was a Manchester United without Casemiro. Omo reverted back to Manchester United last season, Manchester United 2 seasons ago, Manchester United 3 seasons ago. And such players at that position, players like Casemiro Muna or Mobo as defensive midfielders, no. There be a mekase. When you talk about football teams, I'm yet to see a football team. I'm so to was winning trophy, and now what perform waller. Only a quality defensive midfielder. Obi a otimi sense danger. Obi a otimi ma opponent no. Ofusa ade de mawie, but obese opponent ne ball na obo no. Eti animu ya no. Something at Manchester United. But the moment Lisandro Martinez steps on the pitch, Enra against Leeds United, or for Munyoma, you know, ball distribution from the back, cutting Leeds, or Mudenja in never Manchester United half no. And on the man Manchester United to share Leeds by 2-0. It's a good result for Manchester United. At least a big keep your momentum in the English Premier League. Coaches Nibu Amitutu, Omoya de Mane Fe. Obu obema resource nkwa wani beje. But nyoma ni be a coaches ni be the can resource no. You just love them. When they go wrong, so omoye na anye ya bo mochi. Omoye so na ye fa ye mo mabaso. Senra, o sha Aston Villa ni City game ni bia. Time a City line up ni ba, and the first question abubuza on say Pep Guardiola de bibi hanana. Bernardo Silva is a playmaker. Our ball closer to the opposition boss. Now then, in the game here, boy, the Bernardo Silva left back. Pep Ade, and now yes, I did. But Enra, so what can I say here? Aston Villa and City game, no. We're not wrong because one City nye team a lot of defenders, make a lot of defenders, typical defenders, or more the art of defending. Guardiola as a coach, me find say even in his career as a coach. Teams are coaching from Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Manchester City. Player one na wa coaching na what the art of defending and say Puyo. Closer to Puyo, branch a friend say Ruben Dias. But offer defenders or no my adwuma nyina. Ubo se dodo na no, especially center backs no, ball playing center backs. Guardiola believe say utimi kra ball no for a long period. Ebe prevent opponent from creating a lot of chances against you. It will know the answer. He pick players who can hold on to the ball or pick it players or maintain a philosophy. It's the Enra or revert back to the old Pep Guardiola. Especially in the first half. So what TV China will City team na especially the position of the Bernardo Silva boy. But in the second half, questions around the City team as I receive him. When Villa decided to attack him, we say City air struggle. We say this season, how the City team is going compared to previous seasons now. Forget about Arsenal slip. I don't still see them as a side on be winning Premier League because omu game le twetwe kakra a good first half a bad second half. A good first half near second half ni de enkoye. But Enra, they gave a very good game, especially position of the Bernardo Silva way. Maybe in other games you cannot play Bernardo Silva at that position. Especially against teams omo use wing play, omo wingers here fast, omo stretchy play. Won't be for Bernardo Silva more. By Enra using Bernardo Silva at that position, and Man City a different edge, especially so munya a lot of numbers in the midfield. Until at a point, omo overcrowd Aston Villa midfield no. Bernardo Silva shifting to the midfield.
Right.
Rodri Aba, Gundogan Aba, Kevin De Bruyne. It was difficult for club affairs Aston Villa to bypass this midfield. Said they will beat me a catchy City defense on the break. Good game from Pep Guardiola. Aston ne Brentford game no. Me pese me ko controversies nim. Arsenal last 2 games mabo. From possible 6 points, omonya just a point. On Wednesday, omobo against City. Baby Arsenal do say no. Yes, the Arsenal echo exams room. I could test it on mental strength. Say, am I ready to win the Premier League? A do difficult moment say, can they recover? I want the baby say the Arsenal team in echo kujana. Yes, Brentford a controversial goal. Questions around the VAR again. Say VAR na ye juma and I say nye juma. Because so what VAR nechi now we access to everything. Now so we in trial line here. I know it's difficult for fans to understand. Same. Untimi nko season ni nyina totroto because the Premier League na ye born such controversy nyene ne ba be hu. But any baby a gyina, any baby a we. Any games are born in the Premier League. Arsenal is show than any other team. Say they deserve to win the Premier League than any other team. Whilst clubs are studying Arsenal, now they ba kwaya me yana say. Me bon pa say Arsenal team no will have a Thomas Partey till the end of the season. And normally be a bema Arsenal chance of winning the Premier League better than their mom. When they miss Thomas Partey. Fine, coach needs Jorginho by. Maka and me say can be him say Partey is a different type of a midfielder. Or fit him and you be brave. But football baby are free. And a very important. Say Arsenal and Thomas Partey throughout the season. Arsenal chances of winning the Premier League was slower than any other team because the City team I watch against Aston Villa kwana mebo mabasono. Arsenal on their day say Arsenal nyomu there because City will not play like Everton. Our mobile majo so mu City deep akate Arsenal breaks. City will not play like Brentford. Our mobile majo so be City deep. Akati spaces na Arsenal for utilizing no. City will rather play like Arsenal. And then between the two teams, Arsenal game ni more pacey than City. Or more players or minimum running more than City team no. It's a different game with different team. Okay. I think on Wednesday you better state the mental strength of club friend say Arsenal. But me move to Chelsea in West Ham game no. So they say me sure say Chelsea supporters na jatum. Say Grand Porter no. Eso mo ye no mpe baby no mo de ne fa. Na football you know. Enye ba akufo adwuma na players in a park so a. Say player be sell in a football club. We hear contribution of another player. Measure Arsenal and West Ham game in Saturday na me raho. Edema Mikayo Modric.
Chelsea in West Ham.
Chelsea in West Ham. Na me raho Edema the Ukrainian international. Asem nyina ne say me too. Player na efe no Kukurera no. Minim left back o Premier League ma o ma back pass et is sa akwane da. The very day Chelsea turned 50 million pounds and I'm say hey. Say where you 50 million pounds there. Then players like Theo Hernandez should go for over 100 million pounds. Obetimi abo game 90 minutes. Player no in front of him. To say the omobo on a Saturday and not Mikayo Modric Ghanian, not a single pass to him. These are forward players. They are not defenders. It is a omobo bench there. You don't expect those players to come back and pick balls and take players on. It is sometimes to get the best out in your players now. What no? You need players to say offer left back on him attack. It's even when Ronaldo bought from the left side of Real Madrid attack, Champions League, or Moji Makumakunum, he had a certain Marcelo. Marcelo will push other players to create space for Cristiano Ronaldo. Real Madrid Benya Vinicius Junior, Omo Mendy, Obeye Sejumano. It's when you put a left backer surging forward, a problem, mano. How are you expecting ABI, your left-sided winger or your right-sided winger to excel? It would should be on Rhys James Ibo. That player excel, but to be on it, Kukurera Bebono. That player, you will not get the best out in him.
Kukurera, he was bright and he was moving. Not Onye, I think it was even a wing back.
Yes.
Now Onye player only movement. So how come all of a sudden I said yeah?
On say the Biameka said they demand at top clubs. It's different from playing from smaller clubs. The pressure alone, especially on Marco moment to winning games, are difficult. How do you handle the pressure?
Good.
Enzo Fernandez issued signs, and in the second game, man of the match performance, Chelsea and West Ham. João Felix, I said Chelsea were a lot of good players. The Chelsea and home players, and I ask myself, just give this team to Ten Hag, give this team to Pep. And then at Chelsea's, with all this quality, their coach is Graham Potter.
Good.
It's not too late, but so much change technical direction now. With the players available at Chelsea, they can do something. Quick one of Barcelona, Javi are there. Now we are not looking at it because of filming in the Champions League or Copa Europa. It will be an Javi, We got 16 games unbeaten in the Spanish La Liga. That is a good record. Because of time, Omobo Omni United game in Europa ni we are. Ibenya time pa ka club defense Barcelona asem. And what needs to be done at Barcelona to move the club back to the level of Barcelona need him, And the main side we make kind maybe a chum say Messi, Ronaldo at Real Madrid, Messi at Barcelona. And that Messi be free Barcelona they will suffer more than they are Ronaldo be free Real Madrid. Because no yenyo be brea, no katomo flows be pay. It's near only one. Barcelona fans are not enjoying Barcelona to say they not Messi or no. Whilst even on their road in the Champions League, Omube film, to qualify from their group, Ombe knockout stage, Ombe semi-final, Ebiana Roma Biashano, Ebiana Liverpool Biashano. But after the exit of Lionel Messi, group stage qualification grab a problem. Eddie Clever defense Barcelona. It tells you how influential no you with team anymore. But Xavi and the decision not to sack Xavi after some film in the Champions League was a good decision. Let's give him time to reach the top again. It takes time. I think almost BBA at the right time. No, we have to talk about the Barcelona. Their philosophy no, they still play the Barcelona game, but how to add top competitions, get results. It was our competitions new to Omobono, and only stage at Barcelona Eduno, and they start from the Europa Cup game against Club FN, say Manchester United.
Thank you, good one. Nan came to Nyatana as Juventus go no. Go for me heavy for na say.
VAR no ma, no more the VAR room no. Sometimes na ebia say pressure, say dey. Me say football to do the crucial stage. Pressure it before be our stadium. Mekai was it Juve game be recently? Was it Salernitana? Juve she go be, and a van rule offside. But later on, baby omo edo omo view ne two said there was a Salernitana player and original corner line so. It almost extended the view no and by that time no more rule Juve go na we.
Okay. But we know the goal should have stood.
The goal should have stood.
Nakai 1-1.
And you matter of say 1-1 no.
The real standard there 1-1.
Yes, 1-1. That's so interesting 1-1 no.
Oh, set me no. Who's a buyer and fair confusions? Go with the man who anything wrong with it too. Man, who anything wrong? We gonna say go as a kid. Before the kick.
Before the kick. Now there was a Juventus player, Danilo. And we were moving before the kick.
Into Putun on.
Yes, into Putun on. until I say when tensions epija, sometimes me too. I na say nyoma no, and it's difficult for people to see. But one more opportunity to see replay here. So I know marketing here. I think they have to find a way to correct them.
All right. Ati David, hey Zaka. Zabi the SC man at time, but sack Porter.
Oh, say Zabi no for 9 games.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm so. I think that me
David or interest or Basana.
No, Chelsea fan.
Okay.
Chelsea fan.
Yeah, me say na off air na what check it na make no.
No report now.
But
I'm say I think they did 2 cases. And I'm saying let's
okay, no, we're not me make me, but we need the other one.
Let's stick to what is here.
So as far as we are concerned,
and as I'm not so being
that's what I make us say. I came as I'm planning say.
Let's go.
Me hang here that's a Jimmy what say. We start by a messenger ba.
Let's go.
You see, that's all it is. Mr. Otuo,
about Zakwaba.
I think as of coach Matic. So gradually I'm say or way into and to call you with house of folk supporters yes so transi na what says here a typical Ghanaian football supporter behavior. So maybe a coach no might be right to a certain extent, but we should I don't think say in the long run over where the South fight way and that stuff issues are all behind the scene and that stuff or some kind of second and then now say over the weekend, House of Folk said Saturday, almost said 3-1. No, coach, you know, as I repeated the same as you know, because your game, my dreams was in Kotoko, and the Dreams Park, you know, see, baby, a venue, in any day. And but referees don't mean how I don't know. They know because the referee me free akono. Now me share the FA appointment of Chris Wooten. I think it's long overdue. Because your ball cup of nation, your World Cup we you know, and I make us say, head into the World Cup. Now your coach or the corner catcher and say, no matter what happens, on to us. For I mean, say, before that's during the World Cup, now they were talking him down. So I bet me a recent decision. And now I'm going to take a decision on the coach. Your ball World Cup we is also say get into 3 months ni. And now me countries are so serious about football. Almost saki coaches to replace. Portugal Fernando Santos koye, na Ed Martinez aba. Spain, coach koye, na you're picking from under 20 abeka home. Because you can mention the list no. Na Ghana there about so na you know can you say next month one first qualifies. So I think say the na training and this coach was part of the team at Ekoye. Or a part of the team the assistants are there. So say if say you say serious near Ekoye anymore. Now coach is starting the monitoring tema. Na say appointment no. So better than late. Yes, I'm appointed. But help for next time to any earlier than that. Now you who say Ghana as a football nation you need because results are little no.
That's enough time and they church unse munne.
But yeah. You come back to the me be more actually.
That's even review.
That's okay.
Babo Nkoi.
Tama.
10-11-27. Yeah.
And then now we can GPL league table no. Yeah. But when you betra hwe.
Ma he.
When we say ene baby any Gold Stars in Accra Lions. And I'm me who said I'm putting but me throw bia na me catch bia say who person play good football ko say match no. These two teams has been playing some good football and I want to believe say and
I
think our TV so.
Now when you say I think say say baby any show go second.
Baby any second then got to drop out of the top 4. Say me chira table no
for say second.
I no.
There's only 2 more.
No more push has about MC has about 4th. Me
I'm the Akala on social so baby.
Also ba I think 3rd or so. And so and so be push has about down. And the match no.
Yango.
Eti ene match ni time ewo bibia ade abema kotoko be cut off on say omienu be draw. And then it leads Kotoko in there. Other than that, a win by any of them would drop Kotoko to the out of the top 4. But me and you know make I'm saying that these two teams so far season so far season we mo omobo good games. Good game. The Ghanian goes as a player, very good game. Accra Lions, very good game.
Adriana 32. League American. Hearts were 28.
Yes.
Kotoko 27.
Third.
Bechem were 27. Now I don't know whether I won't be Kotoko free. But we free man say Bechem never free.
Okay, anyway, me table na me who any different.
And then you table e ba ko pe.
Oh.
Table why go via the back.
Tell me say table na me who any right there then so then miss in this case a Bechem na bed dropping. So in this case it means a Bechem na bed dropping. Now the who na Bechem that.
Na Kotoko ni Bechem e sense. O mabo.
I think head to head Bechem
no be here.
No.
David, but the
as at now, head to head is not applicable between Kotoko and Bechem.
This is usually a real league now. And just way ahead back up.
Okay, because in terms of goals, the Kotoko are more stronger than Bechem.
There be a perm goal difference in 9.
Now the
Kotoko said 25
and Bechem
conceded 16.
Yes,
Bechem said 21.
21, yes,
and conceded 12. This is the normal league table where Kotoko goes for no. I'm on but the goal difference into the already back chrono. I'm a head to head number.
Okay,
into the yes, and this year we will drop why
correction. This year, likely said the chamber drop it out of
the any goal stars 26 points. And Tiwabe said maybe I to 29
to the top 4.
29 do second
position straight. Second position straight. So I was saying a match in City no. Enti a match so person play good football. I saw him. Tama weekend the good games here. House of Folk Chelsea was a good game by all standard. Good game. Tama after the many Jibo adwen say matches ni bi o ha yemfa kwa nwumre. The house between match na ya nwumre anka be good game ke benya ball ahwe. Edu e bi you could see say we are no na Dema boys no.
A bread gas o ka TV. A bread e ti close.
Tama pitch no na
dreams were better.
Yeah, but the game itself, me cut game no. For me it was a good game. Before say your league no any bad. We are gathering selling good games out there. And I'm looking at the ball now. Two teams league just pack no so
on the catcher say want me and determine even the speed of the player. Am say ball we senka. Ujano crank o player want me ko pick it. On the catcher say no na we determine say we bet me to me ka ko fa na so want me to me ka ko fa.
I mean clearly Saturday man 2007 bem no. From that high rank or say field protests always come at a cost. To the protesting club. Say no na say 2000 or more cano. What I say? And so you protest
the players' license has been revoked.
So can report now Adriana wanted points with the data from Kotoko.
Yes.
They were specific. Say take Kotoko points. And it says it has failed. They now we now remember you have failed.
So, and you know, of course, other aspects they are begging and overlook.
Obebusa said then and Adriana what they were looking for mostly was point deduction from Kotoko. And probably will look up, we will follow up.
Legend, it's a Kotoko incident in Ibadan. I think it was a clear foul. It was a clear foul. Once send an American, Boba, it be a striker, a Dimika Kokofa Bobby. Tim say boy na
striker be Jibo na normal striker.
Bet me aye enso bet me improve. And then what see bisa me I do not buy the argument of wait and we no. Because enne ubesesi wa ha na wakasa sa ade enche ubese na si wo de ade enche ubese na kwesi won so atrama na kwesi officiating is generally poor in this country when it comes to our football Premier League. Enye papa eti referee bi eti ba bia panimu bi so ti ba bia ono so mpija na wakakra te say the Howard wo buse na nimu guase to ono na sore no obi so sore wa say this was a genuine call for a penalty. Eti next time na legend be hwe ni ye legend Sometymer House of Folk elbow omo game no na yenso we was back enti me kɔhwɛ game na nwumre na pon tomba so kɔhwɛ 90 minutes na mehwɛ game na legend na mani agye papa mani agye papa mehwɛ house football na mo pona ye aduana Olympics Asante Kotoko Bibiani Go Stars se menyane ya se offer side games we akaya meka se team no omatimi asambo omatimi afine omo form na na so mo pick omo form at the right time because these are crucial games ebetime decide omo season no legend
nko aka bass no jibo ohwe na ansa bass no because why 10 minutes oh
sir
okay why 10 my jibo brana abass no why are there good jibo mba to nko very sign off.
About 2 years ago, and MP for Ningo Pram.
Yeah.
Data.
Sam George.
Every announcement say last time they are shooting. I did na every president so in the social media page. Say Ghana ha man for to me try throw. Meaning there's Sam George kind of no credit. Chris Hutton appointment a long overdue. Na minister we near my way when it comes to a blasters na ya nanyo no bu omo ya mento ma say. So we sit down for one person. The kind of investment you be in with the national team, especially blasters here they go work up. Ni ejina madi pa ba kwa dada ni ebe wie tournament na Ghana full su. Na ni pa kakra bi anya $100,000 no mo de abafie. Ghana for nya benefit bia na ye twa ye ho na afedi aban na wo se sa asem ye te ase momo ye hu yanke ante ase amomo afedi emfa ma Chris Hutton investment eco waste timi makasa sports minister we mutu karesha for neze bikano
ti nya nya resha for
o na se ye yebi
de omom je na libi
o se de se mani nyina no ana ye no yes
the appointment in our time you have questions for instance the GFA has also decided to maintain assistant coaches George Boateng and Masaudi Didi Dramani. Why should the GFA decide? There's a continuation being here. Why don't you allow the guy be a Chris Hutton and discuss say because all the team mangrove you don't appoint assistant for them.
But they say, oh, there, you have Chris Hutton, and come over be do a Chris Hutton, come over be. But they say about for where your headline be or say Otuo Acheampong.
Yeah.
So I was some Kotoko supporters Nibia, Omuko Antoine, Eddie Mamensia. You will me believe, Abia baby Omuko and me strike a man call. So to them, Tenassi. By the message, no more the corner, MC be a month one tini. Tiu minim say bia also tini differently almost say obi a oye bibi eti akotoko obi a oye bibi eti akotoko it is say oye bibi am team ni na ya de pa o de ma me nye example say Safu Jenfikan wa on show no time of interview no say amam for timi twetwe scammer ref okay ma me nye example bi it yemfa ne say Ebia Otuo Acheampong na se ye bebo Ghana league no discuss ko ma referee say referee ni makotokwa and why bibi eti akotokwa na se why bibi bo akotokwa
ozi oni makotokwa
ai
tena o ya bo akotokwa
enti me o masem na mo so do debi anase bibi anyo so what dem jina say eti message na o mo de ba ya no me to asa man phone team message na say me se baby o mo kwa me nko. But when a session of supporters, anything I'm quite disappointed in my good friend Karim Zito. So I got supporters 3, 4, 5. They decided some by your media. And then I saw the battle team now. And you are a legend of the club. You are here today because of Kotoko. K5, Safu Jemfi, Alex, don't come home. Any opposition no more Kotoko. They are not management members. They don't hold higher position in NCC. They are not board members. They are normal supporters. And I'm going to baby so more yard. It's coach Karim Zito. Then I didn't go for a Kotoko. Sasa Kotoko as a football club they decided so on the call. Right, say.
Because untimi associate
time no so.
Untimi associate with Kotoko there. Then Otuo Acheampong Kotoko free home.
Otuo Acheampong asema me kan so tie. Say Otuo Acheampong to we. Say Otuo Acheampong to we.
Okay, but
say wo ye wo support Kotoko. And obi o ye support Kotoko bia no. Wadwuma ne say obeye bibi e bebu team no. Eti wo ye bibi na ebu team na. Wo Otuo Acheampong how na say. Ada na say how.
Na say Harris ni Otuo Acheampong NCC.
Me de obo say Otuo Acheampong din oboye. Ada nti na say how.
Wa Otuo Acheampong. Onu kwa say NCC na ye.
Ekrom ha joto. Nipa mpe no koreka. Na
so your smartphone Otuo Acheampong is smartphone
ebre bia ne mu nsem so te me say me that incident is what the
yeah
I sometimes blame Kotoko players
and the Manchester United players na ya de pa
no so te me say me de ne say so se ye ne baako e bia mienu but ye baako mienu miensa enan enum nsia obia oye nipa da sani bia wasase su bia mzoto you raise questions you have doubts because mzoto football na your points in the ball enra if the penalty was awarded it could have changed the momentum of the game eka game no be because that time the score line was 1-0 then again mzoto me feel say Zebo needs to work on his away games the strategy of the away games enra one substitution you have to baby amity minim say be a medical team no na man that is so nyini from there the Rashid no take changes it was not needed the introduction of Lamte was not needed see ebo game na mizotu ufu say be opposition no I take advantage of the score line now we hear more men to create chances ball na ye ball no Kotoko creative force no nyina was around Rashid Note. Number of saves are not Kumsin, Dreams FC goalkeeper na ye no. Say no aye 6, move 5 na Rashid Note. Eti Kotoko team the only threat within the team was Rashid Note. And then na say we you bring in an additional creative player to free him. Eti instead of even bringing Lamte, it should have been Zeze. Say there be a better pressure ni be there free Rashid Note so. It was Yakasa about officiating. No, I think he needs to work on how to play away games in the league, especially when it comes because Ghana league go to team be obebo home biano. You starting game now the first 20 minutes it will come on you.
Yeah.
It is what you will do now. You know how to play the extra minutes now. Akano. That was how I feel say game no quite. Enra Dreams FC goalkeeper no. To virtually the man of the match.
Good goalkeeping.
Number of saves our year no. Actually one part of Dreams enya 2-0 score line omunya no. So compare this season number of points Kotoko enya to last season there na. You could clearly see this season there na perform. Okay. There are other factors to it. There are certain games me feel say officiating koyea
they would have done better.
But the general play of the team, especially in away games no, I think they
must be improved.
Yes, so
okay, Abbas. They are can deny they are 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes is America. They can say NCC and RCC ABCI Kumasi. Ashanti region said they were in national elections and chapter elections and the RCC elections ningina bekoso. Nti NRA no mushia yakeka niema ebubo mu hwese de be ya sa niema nyina no ebe pepe ma niema timi akonkan nti omobai ene ebishia ame hwese de niema bisi akọ nti de omu bia na me aduma region no so bishia na me aduma Saturday shia de ebe akọ kan na ya hwekọ ya be fa so elections no chapter ne region national no bitimi abaso ama niema timi akoso so be Saturday yenso ye boy ye de Saturday no we are House of Folk against Chelsea. Wa
Caribbean support.
Good na some dey person dey kon because me ya no enyi.
Ade.
Na betu team na fe ni atenazi ni support. If for support team ni be duru samre. Tina some dey me person make. Gram catch national chance na some person make bi. Ya support House of Folk no bro. Ya support House of Folk ni sumwe.
Na dey all kan ye bobo na mo ntonyo.
Yes, and be dey tonyo no mai. Ebra na Israel for tonyo ma for so na bubu na bibi na si wonto mo tonyo no. Tebra de tonyo ma ya wonti men kan chezi antonyo. Ojazi yes. Yeah, obra.
So say this support to take.
Dabra won pa won ko taki wonya ha.
I don't think matches is in your support that will be on him to change Ghana. Be any no business natural sunny here. What does it? Sunny and Tino, the BBA says, what does it? O crowd to your channel barber sound. In Tizaz as a son at the end of Sujaka. And the air can say, House of Folk. So, boy, I have born a Ghana. Tampuri, maybe Miss
Adia refugee about to make Casa
yes.
But I don't know the Bia Cotocon Quan, we are sad.
See, being Casa, who said, once an enemy, most the Druba also be born, because be born when you find a day. I can't wasn't back on the way you. Nay, Yanni go for every cup of me from me. Panic a sea power, thank you for behind. James MC. Yanka. Politica sie atinebi ni kotoko die yo o flechire ni betwa no 18 box mu but if as football the benefit obi atimi nya bi ebi na so keke
kotoko die na
and to ye bitu de bia ye din na digital sa no mu ye kaze de ne kenya na mu ye nka o mu referee na akon course on akon course enne sesi ya hwede ne ma ekoko referee benefit wan nya bi wan ye penalty wan ye dia na wo se oye
abaze wi ane
eti die kan se omunya sa de sa na kofi